After the success of Walpurgis I, I decided it was time to finally build my first proper team. Before this I was using whatever I had plus Malfaust that I sharded. I may have got unlucky with the odd ticket and I did get Heishu Rodya and Heishu Ryoshu, but it never felt like a proper team. And for those of you wondering if this is a filler vid to distract you while I work on the Lobotomy Corporation video, which is the biggest video I've ever made by far, it's not even close, I'm still actually writing the script right now even though I'm about 10,000 words long. Yes, is the answer. But I also got a new camera and I wanted to test it out. Moving on, since I had a really strong feeling that Kanto 7 was Don Quixote's Kanto, the reason I think this is because I fought a strange looking teddy bear in a mirror dungeon, and the background looks really similar to Don's base ego, so my guess is I'll fight this teddy in one of the upcoming intervellos. With that being said, to me it made sense to build a team around Don, and knowing that we were going to get Queen of Hatred Don, I was going to build a team around her no matter what. However, what I wasn't expecting was to fall completely in love with Knight of Despair Rodya instead. It's arguable that building a sinking team around her still works for Don, as she is part sinking ID herself, but I find it much easier just keeping Don in positive sanity, making her much more of a rupture ID instead. Still, my mind was set, so let's start forming a team. Knight of Despair Rodya and Queen of Hatred Don are not optional here, and considering I was planning on building a sinking team with Wild Hunt anyway, he may as well take the third spot. Looking through the other IDs we pulled during the event, we added Solemn Yi Sang into the mix, and while his sinking is a unique variant, I still think he works here, even if he does passively restore sanity, which is kind of a bad thing for Rodya. Personally though, the sanity restoration is so little that it doesn't actually really negatively impact Rodya at all, while it does actually aid the rest of the team, especially if they're not clashing to get a boost in sanity. The only other IDs I actually have to throw in this team are Butler Faust and Butler Ishmael, so let's test them out. Honestly, I didn't think either one of these IDs were necessarily bad. I think it worked, I think the team was fine, but I slept on it, and the more I thought about it, the more I wanted to go and buy Mola Ishmael.
가까이 오지 마세요. 아직 잡아야 할 개들이 산더미니까. 그리고 개 내장 묻을 수도 있어요.
To replace Faust was a really tricky decision, but I thought I'm going to use her anyway, it's my 7th in the mirror dungeon, so if I'm understanding how her skill 3 works right, it feels to me like Butler Otis makes the most sense here.
부디 당부드리건대 이 저택에서 제 허락 없이 가구 하나 함부로 건드시지 않는 편이 좋을 겁니다.
Due to her S3 being improved when a debuff is already applied, and obviously thanks to having her and Faust on the same team, it's going to be applied more often. At least I think that's right. Either way, I have now tested this team and it works fantastically. I've tried the mirror dungeon and I've tried the daily excavations. I am actually hunting now for Kim in the mirror dungeon, just to see how hard it's going to be, because I'm fairly sure he just straight counters sinking teams. But I tell you what, the best thing about this team is it doesn't feel like the Mal, Faust and Friends show. Everybody in the team is contributing in their own way, and when one of them falls, the rest pick up in their place. Rodya is definitely the star of the team, but sometimes Yi Sang will just one-shot an enemy out of absolutely nowhere. The butlers are seemingly fantastic all-rounders, Wild Hunt is, well, Wild Hunt. Don I'm still trying to fully figure out how to use her to her full potential, but Mola Ishmael's contributing tons with her fragile, amazing sinking application and the odd motion sickness from her skill 3 too. I'm having an absolute blast with this team, to the point where I'm just running Mirror Dungeon just for the fun of it. I haven't done that in a long while, though obviously I'm not doing that a lot because I'm clearly working on a Lobotomy Corporation and I would never slack off and delay you all content. On that topic though, a slight roadmap for what's coming up next, because there might be a slight change of plans, especially depending on your answers. I badly need to finish Kanto 7. 1, because I miss Limbus company. I feel like it's been months since I talked to Virgilius. But 2, I really want my hard mirror dungeon back. However, I have been told it would make more sense to play through at least a part of Library first, as Kanto 7 does spoil sections of it. So what do you all think would be best to do? After I finished Library and Limbus though, I have had a few requests to check out Fear and Hunger sequel, and while I'd love to do that, I don't feel like I did Fear and Hunger enough justice back when I played that game. And so I want to revisit that first, and at least get more than just one ending. On top of that, I've been asked to play Hollow Knight, but I personally want to play Darkest Dungeon because I never managed to finish that, and beating Lobotomy makes me feel like I can beat anything now. As mentioned in earlier videos, Expedition 33 is also on my list, and I'm pretty sure there was 1 or 2 more requests, but I can't remember them right now. Either way, lots to come, but this Lobotomy Corporation video is going to take several days at the least. But until then, thank you all so much for watching, thank you for listening, I'll see you all again very, very soon. Bye bye.